Welcome to the KPMG Women's Irish Open here at Carton House for round 2. On the tee, from the USA, Hannah Gregg.
Yes!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fred and I just got back from a 3-month stint in Europe on the Ladies European Tour, and the last event I played was the KPMG Irish Women's Open, and we actually vlogged the entire thing.
Yeah, so we're gonna show you guys the 2 practice rounds and then also the 4 rounds. So a little bit of a spoiler alert, Hannah did make the cut in this event, which was huge for her ranking moving forward. So let's just jump straight into it, starting with the first practice round. Day 1 of the Irish Open with Hannah. We're about to walk into the venue. It looks absolutely incredible. It's going to be a really fun week. One of the bigger events that Hannah's played. So let's get it. Hannah's getting checked in.
Hi. 2 seconds. No worries. Yay.
So when you check in, you get credentials, they're called. I'm the caddy and I'm also player guest.
These are like the coolest credentials we get. These are like super.
And then obviously the tour yardage book, which I will show you more on the course because it's super detailed. It's a lot more detailed than a normal yardage book, let's just say that. All right, here we go. It's a proper setup this week. Look at this. Big putting green, big driving range. Hannah is heading out in like 20 minutes, so she's already on the range. About to get ready for the first practice round. This is a good range. Obviously, we got the brand new nuggets here. Real golf balls. Brand new, never hit. It's good to be spoiled. Pure. Feeling good? Yes. See how the greens are rolling this week. Sit. Yeah, they're pure. Yeah, that's a flat putt too. Buckets. All week, baby. All week. Yeah, beaut. Alright, off we go. First practice round. So in the practice round, we put down these short game gains ghost holes so Hannah can practice at the pin location that we most likely will see. It most likely will be a front pin here, a middle pin, and then they normally don't put pins where they are during the practice rounds, obviously. So most likely we will not see one long at that right here, but it could be a little bit to the left or right. But this is a great way to actually practice towards or hit the putts that you will be hitting in the tournament. I mean, this place doesn't even look real. We got a little castle in the background of the green. And we're only on the 3rd hole. So here's a great example how a tour yardage book can help you. We've got a blind tee shot here. We can't see where the fairway is, and this is the first time we're playing it. But if you look at the yardage book here, you got an image, and you can see, for example, between C and A, you got C there, and A is the middle of the fairway. So the middle of the fairway is where this B marker is. And if you look at the horizon here, you can see that it's just left of the tall tree here. So we got all the way to 315 to run out, and Hannah doesn't have 315. So if she hits it on that line, we're in the middle of the fairway. Beautiful. Maybe a little bit towards the C, so slightly left center, but that's absolutely perfect. Spend a lot of time in the practice rounds hitting these type of shots. This is into the grain, so the ball's gonna pop up with no spin. So you can see how it releases here. So this one right here is sitting down a little more. This is like a bunker shot, isn't it?
This was like, don't do this.
So we need like full speed. Imagine, Hannah is literally imagining that this is in the sand. It's gonna see a full swing here. The ball's gonna pop up straight up. Great shot. Really good shot. That's a tough pin, but that's how you do it. So in the practice rounds, all players spend a lot of time in the rough around the greens. And this is a proper tournament course, so the rough is really thick. So it's a little bit different than probably normal play out there. Right, so we got 120 here. It's actually 126 playing 6 down. Hannah's hitting a pitching wedge. Okay, so that's in the hole. Let's move on. All right, so slightly short. So let's see what the launch pro is saying there.
115 carry.
So he said 115, so that looked about probably 6 or 7 short. Yeah. It's definitely slightly into.
Yeah, it must be a little wind. So, well, this goes 118.
It goes 118, so it's not enough club then. Nope. Should we try 9 instead? Day 2, I was sent to get an emergency coffee. Hannah's a little tired this morning, so yeah, I'm coffee boy. I play many roles this week, and caddy and green coffee are the most important. In Ireland.
You have to check once in a while.
Yeah, you can't hold that straight up. Here you have to have it at an angle. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna break.
Get in there. This place is insane. Have a look at that. Par 5 coming that way. Then we got a par 3 up here, over the water, over the swans to here. So a couple of minutes ago it was raining sideways. Now the sun is coming out, it's getting warm. You will experience it all here in Ireland, that's for sure. Every season, every type of weather condition. So that's what we got to battle this week and figure it out. So during tour events, the tournament staff would spray these different shapes on the fairway, and that is because it will make it easier for players to find their yardage. So you can see this is a white triangle, and then when you look in the yardage book right there, you can find a white triangle, and from there it's 225 yards to the front of the green. So it's just an easier way to step out your yardage instead of trying to find like a sprinkler head or something similar when you're trying to find your yardage. And after you find the yardage to the front edge of the green, you will use your pin sheet, and the pin sheet will tell you how many paces on that pin is. So let's say it's 20 on, then you will take the yardage to the front, which was 225 plus 20, and you have 245 to the pin. So it's a simple process, and on the PGA Tour, for example, and the DP World Tour, you're not allowed to use a rangefinder. So you gotta use this process to get the yardage on every hole. But here on the LET, they actually allow the rangefinder. So Hannah and I majority of the time use the rangefinder, but sometimes if we're not really sure, or if we want to know a different type of yardage, maybe to the front edge and so on, we use this book, and we go from there. So a little insight into how to find the yardage on tour. Got hole 18 this week. Check this out. Got a grandstand, 2 grandstands behind the green. Hannah's hitting a 6-iron today. Absolute flusher, straight at it all day. Great shot. 4 of those, please. 4 of those. Hey, how cool is that grandstand back there? So sick. How sick is that? We're still just a couple golf nerds over here playing on tour. Well, you're playing, I'm caddying hard. Got Martin over there, played the British Open last week at St. Andrews. She's a cool girl too.
Oh my gosh, Marta's the best. You gotta follow her.
Yeah, follow Martin Golf.
So you guys saw there how we kind of prep for the tournament with those practice rounds, and that's pretty much normal for a professional tournament. That's how we all kind of do it. One thing that's not included in this video is that I actually got asked to play in the Pro-Am at this event, so we had one additional day that we didn't put in the vlog. We had an awesome group, really fun, great time. That was a great time, but now let's start the action with the first round.
We just arrived for the first day of the Irish Open. The conditions are, well, they look beautiful for this afternoon. You can never really say what they're gonna be here in Ireland. It can change very quickly, but Hannah is hitting it great. She shot 2 under yesterday in the Pro-Am, just absolutely striping every shot. So we're in a good mood, and we're gonna try to handle the nerves as good as possible this week and get off to a good start, and then we'll go from there. Warming up before the first round here at the Irish Open. This is really cool. You can tell that Leona Maguire is about to tee off. A couple hundred people watching. They're not watching us, but that's all right. And I'm getting some fresh Pro-E's there. Let's go.
So now we're heading to the first tee, and luckily we had Derek as cameraman for the day. He's a really good friend of ours, pro at Port Marnock Golf Club. So he actually got a lot of footage for us this day.
And this was the first shot off the 10 tee.
Started off of 10 the first day. I think I hit it well.
No, absolute stripe down the middle. No nerves. Normally Hannah, for some reason, always stripes the first shot, which is impressive. And she followed it up with a fantastic shot just into the middle of the green. This is a really tricky hole, so off to a good start there for sure.
Yeah, this one was a lot of fun because this is right in front of our host family's house too. So I'd been looking at this hole all week. And we left this one, there was some meat left on that, which was the story of my life this whole week.
You're going to see that a lot.
Yeah, lots of 5-footers for par.
Yeah, and then we jumped to 13. Currently we 1 over par because we bogeyed 11, which is easily the toughest hole on the course. But once again here, Hannah got a great yardage from the caddy, obviously.
Yeah.
And hit it just past the hole to like a back pin and gave herself this putt right here from like 30 feet or 25 feet.
Yeah, this was a really good example of staying patient. We could have been mad that we bogeyed 11, but instead we just kind of kept chugging along, and your Fred's not happy at all, as you can see.
That was huge. That was absolutely huge. And then we jump off to 15, yeah.
Really cool par 5.
You don't see it here, but it's all over water with the carry, so she actually hit a great shot.
And remember how bad that lie was?
It was a bad lie.
It was I had to swing out of my shoes
and then
on it.
This was the week in general. She couldn't get the ball to the hole.
Derek told me that I hit something on that, to be fair.
But luckily she followed it up with this incredible iron shot into 16. Another shot straight over water to a back pin.
Pretty intimidating shot.
Pretty intimidating
shot.
shot.
Lots of audience on that one too, so I had some nice claps.
Yeah.
And rolled this one in.
Yeah, you did actually. Probably because it was downhill, so you got the ball barely to
barely
go.
went in too.
Yeah, but that was huge. So we're off to a great start. We're 1 under par, right?
Mm-hmm.
1 under par after 7 holes. This is her approach shot into the par 5-8, which was just a really good shot as well, just to the middle of the green, leaving herself with yet another birdie putt.
What do we do?
What do we do here?
What do we do? Do we leave it short?
Yeah, of course. Look at my hand gesture. I'm over it already. Like, get the ball to the hole.
But that was a tap in at least. That's pretty good.
From 30 feet, that's great. And unfortunately here on 18, we hit it over the green. It was a great shot. It just kept rolling out, and she had this putt here and just barely missed it.
This one you can't see it, but there's like a ton of people in the grandstands, which was really, really cool.
And then Derek, he went to the beer tent, he told me. So he didn't show up until our last hole. And we're currently level par. Hannah pipes down the middle, and this was the shot of the day right here.
Yeah, so this is the 9th hole of the course, and I had a wedge into this hole every day and birdied it the day before in the Pro-Am, so felt really confident with the club we had in, ended up stuffing it 5 or 6 feet.
Yeah.
And this one, I really wanted to make this one because it's just no fun to be under par all day and then not finish under par. So
100%. I gave you a money read here.
Yeah, but
I double checked it, but you wanted to play more break, and I told you it's not.
We talked about it quite a bit, and I think that's why I hit it hard enough to make it. So.
Perfect.
And my host dad was there, and he was like very pumped that we made it, which was really fun.
Great. So a great start. Thank you, Derek, for all your help. And here's just Hannah signing the scorecard after the first round.
Okay, so that wraps up the first round. We shot 1 under, which is 72 on a par 73, and now we're going to bounce into the second round.
Let's go. It's a cold morning for the second day. It's about 7 Celsius. You guys make the, what is that? 40-something Fahrenheit. And but we got these cool beanies we bought at the K Club, so that's cool. Yeah. Hannah is tour, so she turned the logo on the other side.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just don't want any free press.
Yeah, that's right. So the plan is for Hannah to warm up in the gym first, then we're gonna have breakfast, then we're gonna start our warm up at 8 o'clock, and we tee off at 9:36. Getting the body ready for a cold morning. Tournament has set up this little provisional gym right above the clubhouse, or right above the restaurant, because the other gym is quite far away. So I'm prepping the yardage book before the second round here by putting down the pin locations that we will see today. So this is kind of an overview of the green, and you get this pin sheet that I will put on the side of the video here, and it says that on hole number 11 the pin is 17 on and 7 from the left edge. So each square is 5, so we do this indicates the front of the green, so we do 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 and 7 from the left side. So the pin will be around right there today. And the first round I did an X, the first round I did a circle, and the second round I will make an X where the pin locations will be. So when we hit this shot, I know exactly where the pin is. I would probably recommend Hannah to hit her tee shot kind of centered right here, to avoid these kind of runoff areas to the left. So this will be a good spot right here to hit the approach on 11. So today is a very important day for Hannah, because there is another reshuffle after this event, and a reshuffle is like a re-ranking based on how you play this year. So if Hannah makes the cut this week and plays okay, she will get even better status than what she has now, and the next tournament, for example, has a 1 million euro purse, so it's a much bigger event, more than twice as big as this one. And if she can get into that, she has the opportunity to continue playing on the LAT and make enough money to keep her card. So I'm not going to downplay it. Today is a very big day, so she's feeling good. She doesn't seem too tense at all. I'm freaking out a little bit, but I'm not going to show that. I'm going to be as calm as possible to try to make her calm, and we'll go from there. Come on. Fog is gone, sun is out. Looks like it's going to be a good day. Getting ready here for round 2. Hannah's doing some short game work, a little bunker practice. We just finished off some putting practice, and then we're heading to the range.
Welcome to the KPMG Women's Irish Open here at Carton House for round 2. On the tee, from the USA, Hannah Gregg.
Hello. So we didn't have Dara this day, but my host dad came out and took a video of us coming down 18. We were 2 under at this point, and this is kind of a tricky hole. Had a good approach, but ended up short, and I had this putt in front of a massive gallery, which was really fun.
And this was a really tough putt, but look at this putt right here.
I got that one to the hole.
Yeah, you got it to the hole, almost made it, but we were pumped.
We thought it wouldn't.
At this time you're 3 under, so you're easily inside the cut line, which was absolutely massive.
Yeah,
so.
I was shaking for sure.
Yeah. I think I gave you a little kiss on the cheek there. Good job.
Oh.
She did it. Wow, what a round. I've never been more nervous in my entire life. Might even have little tear might have got down the cheek after we finished, but 2 under today, 3 under total.
I had a tear for sure.
Safely inside the cut, and it's huge because there's a reshuffle. I think I mentioned before, but there's a reshuffle after this event, and now Hannah is gonna improve her status or her ranking no matter what. And if we play really well, we do some good work on keeping the card for next year. So clutch. She didn't miss a shot today. Didn't miss a shot. So if you play well, you go to Hannah's favorite part. I mean, this girl's sweet tooth, she loves candy. All right, you guys want to get to know us a little bit more, and the quickest way to Hannah's heart is any sweets.
I like to try international treats, so this is wine gums.
That's wine gums.
In Swedish, vinagummi.
Vinagummis, that's right. There's no licorice in here, huh? What kind of country is this? Where's my black lick? This is the only licorice, and this is like the worst one. It's like the worst licorice. What?
All licorice is good, so I support them having 0.
So after we went to the grocery store after the second round, I had like a massive adrenaline dump and ended up being so tired. It was so weird. And Fred took me home and I took like a 3-hour nap in the middle of the day. It was wild. I didn't realize how much of a toll it takes on your body.
Yeah, it was a very stressful day because it was so important for Hannah to make the cut, and she did. But now, luckily, you got a lot of rest.
Yeah.
So now we need to kind of get the adrenaline back up again for the third round. So let's continue with the third round.
Let's go.
Day 3, walking into the course. I believe that even though it's definitely a cold morning, we're going to have another really nice day with a lot of sun. And even tomorrow, the forecast at least looks like it's really good, which is huge for Ireland.
Showing off.
Yeah, Ireland is showing off, so super exciting. We're gonna grab some breakfast. Hannah's gonna do a little warm-up in the gym, and then we always spend an hour and a half on the range, short area, putting and everything before we tee off. So let's get the day started. Why don't you come here, huh? Some of that. Ha! Yeah, the caddy needs some foam rolling or some massage gunning before today. The bag is heavy.
That's why you came in here to help me.
Yeah. All right, so today is kind of a big day because we gotta try to find some energy, some momentum. We both had a lot of adrenaline after the round yesterday and we were completely worn out. We went to bed pretty much straight away and we didn't practice much after the round because we were just, it took a lot of energy to play that well, make the cut, especially after Hannah's here so far. So we're gonna try to get some energy for today. We're doing a really good workout, had a good breakfast, doing some meditation, and gonna try to get off a good start today because today is important. If we can keep it rolling, shoot another round on the par, then you never know what happens. You never know what happens. A top 10 this week would be absolutely humongous, or even just a pretty decent finish for the rest of the year. We need a really good finish, I think, to keep the car this year. And with a good finish, Hannah's gonna get into all the big tournaments coming up. There are at least one Aramco that's really, really big, and there are a couple big purse events. So it's important. We're not done yet. It was big to make the cut, but now the real work starts. Not the round we wanted, but this is pretty sweet here. Look at that. Yeah. All right, guys, that was a rough one. She hit the ball okay, but the putting just completely left her today. Distance control was all over the place. We had a bunch of 3 putts and a bunch of putts just outside the greens that we didn't get up and down. So 5 over, yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, unfortunately. But we got another day. We're gonna try to spend some time after the round now, after lunch, do a lot of putting, and then refocus and try to shoot a really good score the last day and see where it puts us. So the first drill I had Hannah do is an aggressive mid-range putting drill that I learned from June Carlson. And here is how you get scored in this drill. If you hold the putt, you get 3 points. If you miss the hole, but the putt behind the hole is inside 3 feet, and then you make it, you get 1 point. If you miss it past the hole, but outside 3 feet, but then make the putt, you get 0 points. If you leave it short, or if you 3-putt, you get -3 points. The goal is to reach 15 points in the least amount of putts, and a good score is 10 putts or less. And if you could have put those rolls on today. Such good rolls.
Got 8 putts.
Are you done?
Yeah.
You should get 8 putts.
Yeah, I got to 16.
So way better than tour average. So the next drill we're doing is a lag putting drill that we also got from June Carlson, the doctor of putting. I will do a voiceover with the description for that one as well. So this is a lag putting drill that I also learned from June Carlson, and in this drill you hit 18 different putts, and the various distances is the average proximity that tour players has in 18 holes. And this is how you get scored. If you hold a putt, you get -2 points. If you hit it from 0 to half a meter, you get -1. From half a meter to 1 meter, you get 0. From 1 meter to 2 meters, you get +1. From 2 meters to 3 meters, you get +2. And anything outside 3 meters, you get +3. So Hannah finished the lag drill at +2, which is 1 point worse than LPGA Tour average. PGA Tour average is actually -5.5, so definitely some room for improvement there. Gonna do a little bit more lag putting drills before tomorrow, so kind of pinpointing a little bit of an issue there. Still not a bad score, but we aim for some better there. Now we're gonna head and do some media stuff. We don't really know what it is, but it's in the hospitality tent here. So I think Hannah's gonna do some type of Q&A here. Not the most fun thing to do after shooting a bad round, but you gotta take care of the sponsors and everyone else that's making these tournaments happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, tell me a little bit about yourself, because like you're a very busy individual. You know, professional golf, sure, that's going to take up 27 of your. Apart from the fact that you're also an entrepreneur, you've got yourself and Fred run short game games. You're an Instagrammer par excellence. So any of the younger members of our crew here today, about 160,000 followers, I think, on Instagram. I guess the simple question is, where do you find the time?
I would say Fred and I have gotten very good at time management. It's something that I learned playing college golf, because you really do have to manage your time down to a T. But the best thing about it is I think that we have a team around us. My sister is our manager, and we also have all of these people around us who make it possible. We could not do it by ourselves by any means. But I think we really enjoy what we do, and that's why it's easy to do it. And then obviously having the right people around you makes it all a lot easier.
And for taking the time out to be with us here this afternoon. Hannah, Greg.
Everyone wants a photo with a superstar now. Look how sweet this is. How are you so good at interviews? Like, you crushed all those.
Nervous.
You were nervous?
Yeah, I was nervous.
That's cool, huh?
He
How
asked
about
good
you?
questions, though. That guy's a good interviewer.
But how about this? You're living the life of a pro now. You're doing signing autographs, media.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's a little weird to get used to.
Let's shoot a course record tomorrow and have some more to talk about, right?
I'm feeling a 66. I just feel
Come on, let's go do some more putting. Come on. Come on.
Let's go putt forever.
Yeah. All right, how do you feel after that practice?
Better. I'm still really frustrated because today was just, we lipped out everything. We lipped out 4-footers, 6-footers, so it was one of those really
When we
long-
got the ball to the hole though.
Not even. We left a bunch of stuff short too, so it was just an exceptionally annoying day. But I feel better now. I think mentality-wise, we got to free it up a little bit. So obviously not the third round that we wanted. It all came down to putting. I still hit the ball really, really nicely, but doing my stats afterward, realized that I lost 5.5 shots putting, which it shows you that I'm hitting the ball great, but it just shows how shocking my putting was.
Yeah, the putting left us that day for sure. Yeah, the putting was definitely what left us in the third round, but you did some really good work on the putting green afterwards. You scored really well in the tests or the drills that we were doing, so it shows us that it's not really technical, is it? It was more mental that day, and that happens, but we got to refocus, because we got to shoot a good round here in the final round to help Hannah climb the leaderboard, because every place in the leaderboard will improve your ranking for the remaining of the season.
Yeah, it's true. So it's not over yet.
It's not over yet. Let's get on with the final round. Final day. Hannah is absolutely crushing it before her tea time here. Look at the form. Do one of the toes for the camera. Come on, one of the toes. Do one and we shoot 64 today. Come on. There it is. That's right. That's just athleticism right there. Caddy needs some work. One more day.
Your keys fine is not that bad if you can hold the phone up like that.
You guys tell me this is not a sign? Look at that. I didn't even know what that is. That's yeah, you're shooting 59 today. Come on.
I guess.
Oh, that's just straight drip, dude. This is Hannah's new custom stamped Mizuno wedge. Even got some lead tape on there to get the swing weight right. This is cool, huh? Got a little rust on it and everything. Skulls. That's a cool girl.
Hell yeah.
So starting off the final round, we didn't have anyone to follow us with a camera this day, but we did get someone to video the tee shot and then the last shot of the day. I hit this drive like 285 yards. I hit a lot of long drives the last day. This one was an unreasonable bomb.
Yeah,
as
straight
we like
down
to
the middle
say.
as well.
I actually played with a Norwegian girl who we really like, Madeline, and she's long, and I was keeping up with her all day.
And now the final putt. We got this one to shoot level par, so we're currently +1. And Hannah once again hit a great putt, 3 feet short.
It's not 3 feet. It's like 1 foot.
Okay,
it's a
1
tap
foot
in.
short.
In the center.
It felt like 3 feet because she didn't get a putt to the hole
That
all
was
day.
the story of my life this week, was just leaving putts 1 foot short in the center. Well, that's that. I ended up finishing tied for 60th with a +3 total score. Just kind of a disappointing last 2 days, but at the end of the day, we did what we needed to do by making that cut, and it's going to help me out in the re-rank that has just happened.
Yes.
Right now, I'm 4th alternate for the next tournament in Spain, which is a massive tournament with $1 million purse. So the hope is that I'm going to get into that one.
We definitely hope that you will, and if you do, you have the chance to make enough money, hopefully, to keep your card, or at least get exempt to final stage, and then in that way earn your card back. So it was still a massive achievement to make this cut, because if you wouldn't be playing any more tournament this year.
We wouldn't be in anything.
Yeah.
So, but thank you guys if you've watched for this long. I really appreciate all the support that we got this week. I had so many nice messages, and it was a ton of fun playing in Ireland. So hopefully we get to do a vlog like this again soon.
Make sure you like and subscribe. See you in the next one.